Hey, what's going on? Marmalade, I'm addressing particularly you, but just about anybody who happens to like Dark Souls. I just wanted to give a few words out about this game because it can consume you, and I'm realizing just how much lately. I started the game myself and got probably sunk 30 hours just getting to Undead Parish and ringing the bell at the top of the church, and I realized just how much time it was going to take me to do this because I get so immersed in the game and I spend too much time grinding for souls that I realized it was going to take too long. So I handed the reins over to Matthew, my son, and he's kicking some serious patoot on it. He's going a lot quicker, and it's really it's more fun for me to watch him play than it is for me to play. And he won't play it without me there, so it's like we're doing it together, and I kind of help him best I can, but I'm not helping much, mostly in the way. But when I talk to you, Marmalade, about this stuff, and I write you and I ask for hints and advice, it's because we don't look online on for any of the advice because we don't want to have anything ruined for us. Only when I'm seriously stuck, I'll ask you like, "What up with this?" But please understand, I want and anybody else like I was talking to your friend Project Hypernova just today, and that's what kind of prompted me to make this little quick video. Uh, when you're helping me, it's like you're not helping me to be like you guys are at the game. You're just like helping an old lady across the street, bro. I mean, this is not the type of thing that we have the time to put in for this and everything. It is so freaking hard and so immersive, that it just almost it's overwhelming to me. Not so much to my son, but to me. But my son, he's got a limited time too because of his school. So anyways, I just appreciate the hints and advice that you're able to give because you're like where I was back in the day, and I never got much into RPGs. I was always into the action games and so forth. But back in my younger days, of course, I had a Super Nintendo, and I played this game Chrono Trigger. I don't know if you've heard of that game. It's a real sought after game nowadays, from what I understand. And I've sunk hours and hours into that game. It's a turn based RPG, and so that was the one RPG that I remember from my past, like that kind of got me into the RPG thing. And now I'm into action RPGs, not like fully, like every one of them. I've never played The Witcher. I've never played the Dragon Age or Final Fantasy. Never touched any of that. I love Skyrim. I love the Elder Scrolls stuff. But I guess I just wanted to say, like, and it's kind of weird that I'm not into RPG because my cousin, Jolly Blackburn, he is an amazing. He's like a hack master. Well, here, take a look. Here he is, right here. He's he's created this comic strip, Knights of the Dinner Table, and he's huge in the RPG community. He's on Facebook, Twitter, pretty much everything. This guy's he's done it all. Anyways, aside from that, he's always at conventions. He's a huge. I forget the name of his actual magazine. He had a serious magazine that was all about role playing gaming, fantasy gaming, and all that, cards, the Magic Gathering, all that stuff. And I don't think he does that magazine anymore. He just transitioned to just doing the comic book, which is Knights of the Dinner Table, which is now like a web series. And man, I mean, he's just into all this stuff. And I'm just not, I don't know what it is. I guess it's because of the things that have gone on in my life the last 10 years. And I just don't have the time to sink into it anymore like I used to. But I appreciate the help that I'm getting because y'all are the younger generation. And it's really cool to glean knowledge from y'all so that we can, like I said, you're just helping an old lady across the street. We're not trying to be big at this game or go run back through it again and play it with a broken hilt sword or not leveling up past level 1 at all or not even wielding any weapons in this. And you got to be kidding me. I mean, that is like masochistic, man. That's like the equivalent of shaving the skin off of your genitals with a carrot peeler. I mean, oh man, you guys are gluttons for punishment if that's what you're into. I kind of have my concerns about activities like that. You don't do bad things to your bodies, do you? No, I'm just messing around. But no, I couldn't even contemplate it. It's tough for me to play it with, just play it. The glee, it is just, it's hard. Anyways, I just wanted to throw that disclaimer out there because I'm sure you know this, Marmalade, but anyone else that might be, I'm probably going to put another little thing on where I film us play. We might put a few other things on because we get pretty funny sometimes when we're trying to play games, and we could do one of the rage quit things or whatever like people do. It is hilarious. Like we've caught ourselves like going crazy, while playing certain games. Like even me when I'm playing my freaking pinball simulator on the Xbox 360, I have a couple of them and I go nuts over this stuff because they're like simulators of the tables that I used to play on when I was real young. Amazing stuff, but I get to yelling and hollering and I don't really realize it, but like it ends up my son's just dying laughing. He's like, "You got to film this. You got to put yourself on, for this." And I'm like, "Well, it's going to be the most horrible quality ever. I have no media with which to do this, no editing skills, no nothing. So I don't even know how to do this stuff. But maybe that'll come in the future. But keep giving me hints whenever I ask for Marmalade. I appreciate it. Peace." God be praised.